Jack and I are up Immigration Canyon to catch the fall colors and to cut an episode about traveling with a big black dog. This is a great time to come up into Immigration Canyon or any of the mountain canyons along the Wasatch Front to catch the fall colors, and that's what Jack and I are doing up here today. But we also wanted to talk about something that we haven't talked about in the 35,000 miles of travel that we've been doing together, and that is traveling with a dog. Traveling with a dog, and especially living with a dog in close quarters like the Vanadium, this is something that you gotta want to do. It's not something to go through and boost your social media ratings on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, because they have pressing needs just as much as you do as a traveler, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you know, as far as our physiological needs being met, and then our sense of safety, and then reaching a higher purpose and some peak experiences that comes in handy. Well, Jack has peak experiences too, and all of those typically are with me. So I wanted to address some of those needs here to begin with. Shelter comes to the top of the list, and of course the Vanadium here provides that shelter for both of us, but he needs to be just as comfortable and safe inside this vehicle as I am. And so to begin with, while we're on the road, while we're traveling, Jack is tethered to a seat mount that is now available in the back of the Vanadium since I removed the rear jump seats. And that attaches to his 4-point harness as well. So in the event of an accident or a rollover or something that way, Jack will not leave the vehicle, at least. Okay, he will be maintained in there. We've had enough of our panic stops to test that out in a way to where he does not fall forward in the car. He stays put where he needs to be. On the comfort side of that equation, as far as travel and comfort is concerned, I have in here a nice pad for Jack to sleep on. Jack loves it, and I can't imagine him on anything less comfortable than that. And that's where he stays. What's nice about the memory foam is it also insulates the floor of the Vanadium so Jack doesn't get too cold in the wintertime. I keep a high quality dry food for Jack. I can't store canned food on the Vanadium because it takes up so much space. I use a dry bag to manage Jack's food. It's a large bag since we buy it in bulk. Keeping Jack hydrated is also a priority. We stop every couple of hours because I need to get out and stretch my legs, and because I know Jack has gotten thirsty by that point. He can get pretty hypervigilant while we're in the car, and in that hypervigilance, he's very aware, very active, kind of whiny and a little bit disheveled. And all that excitability leads to him blowing off a lot of moisture and creating a big thirst. To keep his thirst satiated, I have his bowl at hand, and then I have the water pump off my Dometic system in place to where I can just fill up his bowl in a matter of seconds and get him squared away. So our stops don't take that long there, but I make sure that his thirst need is taken care of. I keep some hygiene and first aid items on the truck here for Jack as well. I brush him out every morning and every night. That cuts down on the amount of hair that starts blowing around the cabin of the Vanadium. You know, for a long-haired dog, he sheds much less than the other dogs that I've traveled with. I've been traveling for almost 15 years now with dogs. Before Jack, I had 2 golden retrievers, and we spent 10 years on the road with them, and they were absolutely remarkable to go through and travel with. That's what Jack does for me here now, okay? He amplifies the travel experience. What I'm finding is when I stop to take in the beauty of what's around me, or to go through and set up my camera and take a picture and see what's going on, Jack checks out that beauty as well. And I think he's affected by it. And I appreciate that. He's always there, he's always willing, and he's always willing to get back in the car and get ready to go. The Vanadium has worked out to be a very nice dog-friendly car. In fact, it was made to be dog-friendly to begin with. When we traveled with Ginger and Marianne, we traveled in lifted four-wheel drive trucks, and that always made it a little bit difficult for them to get in and get out of the vehicle. The Vanadium has a nice low loading point here, so Jack can hop in and hop out without any issues going on. I also keep a first aid kit on board for him. I've had to use it a couple of times. One time when he sliced a pad open on a hike, and I had what was necessary to go through and give him the first aid there. And then he managed to get a dog bite on his nose, of all places, and while I couldn't bandage that up, I did have a salve on board in the kit that provided the relief that he needed, and it healed it pretty quickly. I can't imagine traveling without him at this point. I can't imagine living without him at this point. And he's part of the reason why I'm still kicking around. So if you found some things helpful here, let me know, and click like if you like what you see. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would encourage you to do so. The more likes and the longer you watch the videos, and the more subscriptions I get, the higher the potential it is for us to be, for the channel to be monetized, and for us to stay out on the road. All right? Okay. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.